Hello again. Here we are at sherrigoodman.com, and we're doing the next way to transfer your design onto your fabric. This is the elf ornament again that I'm demonstrating here. So I've taped, the pattern is taped to my light board. And so I'm just going to turn on the light board so that it shows through my design, putting my fabric, centering it. Again, this is 100% cotton quilting fabric. I'm just going to lightly tape down the fabric just to keep it from moving around. Now, the other way to do the tracing is to use, instead of pencil, you can use this Pilot Frixion point pen. It is heat sensitive, and so I just want to demonstrate as an alternative. This has a really nice point, you could see that, and what's really cool is that you can, same thing, you're going to hold your fabric down while you draw around. Nice smooth strokes, no sketchy stuff. I want to just do a nice smooth line. And you see how much darker that is than the pencil. This really makes it easier to see your lines versus what I did here. I don't know if you can see that. See how light the pencil lines show up versus the dark pen. Now what happens here is that I'm not going to draw the whole thing. I'm just going to do this quick little segment here so you can see how this works. Okay, so I've just got that little bit in, and I am so what I'm going to do next here is show you what it looks like. I've got my little, I'm going to turn this off. Let's pull my, okay, I have my little Aliso mini iron. So here's what happens. Let's just say I stitched the whole thing, but they're dark stitches, not the light pencil stitches, and I want to get rid of this line. And so this is a heat sensitive thing. Normally what I like to do when I press after I've stitched, I'll turn it over. I'll typically have a towel or something in here, and then I can turn on, oh, you know what? It would help if I plug in my iron. Oh, let's give it a sec. It's going to heat up quickly. And I can edit this out too if I don't like this section. Let's see. How are we doing? Oh, yes, it's hot. Okay. So I've got my iron here. And this is a heat sensitive ink. And so what you can do when you're done stitching everything, right? I've got my elf here. I've got them all stitched, and this is before I put them together. I'll place them face down on a towel, or you could use batting if you don't have a towel available, whatever you have available, and then I'll press it. And so by pressing it, voila, the ink is all gone, right? Before we had ink. Now, I'm looking at this really close. You can sort of see a very slight trace of that ink here. But like I said, when you do pencil, it's very light and you stitch over it and you don't even see it. And this is barely there. I can just see the remnants. I don't know if you can notice that yourself. Right in here. I don't know if you can see that slight line where the black line used to be. but in essence, it's basically disappeared. So that's another tool you can use. And again, this is the Pilot, here we go, Pilot Frixion pen. And this is heat sensitive.